Hey, great Friday. I was gonna say Friday. Great Monday. Great Monday. Yeah, great Monday. Great Monday evening. Great Monday evening. And I am exactly on time. It is still 9 o'clock. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. We'll see who shows up. Speak of the devil. Good evening. Good evening. Sam. Good evening.
I heard that. Hey, how's it going, man?
Yeah,
How's it going?
it's going good, man. It's never a dull day in Brownsville. I'll say you that much.
you know,
So, how's traveling life, man?
good. The weather. I don't know if you heard, but the weather's it's been raining over here quite a bit on the northeast of the country.
Uh-uh.
I know even up to Canada. I think Canada got like bigger clouds than over here.
Oh, I know that Kentucky was on the flooded side.
Oh,
I'm
even Arizona, wasn't it? Like Las Vegas.
not sure, but I know that
Las Vegas.
Kentucky.
I saw videos of Las Vegas like a couple of days ago, flooding.
I think Kentucky was ready to call it like a national, one of those national disasters.
Disaster.
Yeah, and look, it's a great way to get some FEMA money your way. It's kind of a smart thing.
Yeah, pero yeah, you want water, just not too much water.
Let me tell you, I think one of the things
If
that
that was to happen in Brownsville, would they be ready?
well, it floods here if a dog pisses on on
You still getting messages? Do they not know you have a show?
well, it's like, let me tell you, it's kind of a weird deal. Let me say, I love you, Kimberly. Let me tell you, it's kind of a trippy deal. I had very uh, trippy situation today. I didn't do a lot of work today, but I had a situation where a friend comes by, wanted me to marry him, and I said, sure, man. It's so much money. And then I come to find out that he wanted a little very simple wedding. So I mean, the guy paid me, X amount of money, and then I sent him a text. I said, "Bro, can you come back to my office?" And I said, I need to go over the details with you. And he literally comes back, and I gave him most of his money back. I said, "Guy, you paid me too much." And it was a kind of a weird deal because I say that because I could have easily gone like, "Pues ya me pagó," you know,
Yeah.
but it's not what I charge. It's like uh, I charge 150 to marry people, you know, and the guy literally paid me like $300. I could have easily said me loco like, well, pay me $300, you
Yeah.
know, but no, I said no.
You're like, that's not the tip I wanted.
Yeah, I appreciate it. No, but in all fairness, I don't want to for anyone to have doubt like, yo creo que me fregó ese vato.
Yeah.
No me voy a quemar por a couple $100.
Yeah.
And so he was very happy. We had a conversation. He's coming back tomorrow. Good kid, good kid, and hopefully they'll do very, very well. But you got to do the right thing, and I think that's one of the things that a lot of times a lot of people struggle with. Just do the right thing, because I truly believe, a lot of people call it karma. I truly believe that if you do the right thing, you'll get the blessings back. It doesn't much matter. Like
Or
today's
at least you have that ease of mind, you
yeah,
know?
you could go to bed like today. A friend sent me a picture of esta Sorola marrying someone on the bridge, and they say, "Hey, she's doing your job," and I go like, "Look, I've had my differences with the Sorolas, and a lot of it, let me tell you, a lot of it has to do, and I've talked to them about it personally. A lot of it has to do is like, don't call me your friend if you're going to to screw me over. or not help me out. Don't call me your friend, because I consider them friends. And all of a sudden, I was kind of having a conversation, and they said, "Well, you should have done this." And I said, "Hey, bro, but you're an attorney. You should have told me." He goes, "You didn't ask." I said, "I don't think I needed to." So it was kind of one of those things. I think I that kind of stuff personally. It's como que si, if I think that you are going to get in trouble, Sam, and and I don't tell you, and then you get in trouble, and I tell you, "Okay, you should have done it this way." I knew what was happening, and you said, "Well, why didn't you tell me?" And I would tell you, "You didn't ask me. Why should I ask you?" You know. So we had that kind of thing. But again, I have nothing against them in regards to going out there and working. Es como le digo in regards to some people ask, and that's what why is it that there's all Castros, you know, uh, in the 1 block radius? Because we all basically work and do the same thing. And one of the things that I
Do
think,
they not know it's the same family?
well, it's trippy because sometimes, like, someone came the other day, said like, "Oh, aquella persona," and she was my sister, and I'm going like, "Yeah, that's my sister." Oh, I said, "Don't worry, I'll still do your work for you." But what I'm trying to say is, again, we work well together. We work
Yeah.
really well together. We work well together because there's enough people around.
Yeah.
And I will say that, like, I think all of my sisters have that work ethic, de que, no envidies que alguien más está haciendo trabajo. Just be patient, and
Hay suficiente para todos.
hay suficiente para todos. So I wasn't upset that uh, uh, Judge Sorolla was out there. Maybe, well, hey, God bless. More power to you.
Hay
Este,
suficiente para todos, pero ya si de que es acá brincar cadena y agarrar todo el assistance
yeah, no,
del downtown, that's a different story.
that's a difference. But what I tell people is, God Almighty. What I tell people is to do the right thing. And I told the people that sent it in. I said,
Are you
more power.
stabbing the cat?
No, I'm stabbing the damn can. The thing didn't open.
Oh, I
So
was like,
so no, I wasn't upset. And again, you know, you
yeah,
could
because it
go with
could be any judge or any other person that officiates
yeah,
weddings.
yeah, you could go with anyone
It's
else.
not like if it's your bridge.
O sea, puedes escoger a cualquier. I know who you are, Alberto. Let me show you. No hay problema que vayan y que busquen a otras personas a que los casen. Si quieren una boda mediocre, no hay problema. I mean, look at. I mean, a lot of people like to read from a little script, or pueden ir con el mejor, y ese es Erasmo Castro. Pero cada quien, ¿no? No todos tienen la habilidad de poder contratar a Erasmo. But Alberto, I think I know exactly who you are. Erasmo, look at those toes that are beautiful. She's a pedicure, man. That's why she did it to pay them.
I
I
haven't
know.
seen the picture yet.
Oh my God, I'll say it. I know who you are because I saw that picture in a one of those private group chats, and people were, you got to be someone in that chat, Alberto. Now I know, because and you knew you were going to get me on it because I did make kind of one of those comments. Nothing against your toes, Judge. I'm just joking. But yeah, it did look a little bit on the wonky side. But don't take it bad, Judge. Alberto said it. I didn't. I just did see it earlier. Good evening, Kimberly. Good evening, Ramona. Ramona. Good evening. Now I can't get those toes out of my head. Sorry, I'm sorry. Good evening, good evening, good evening. I'm still recovering from Saturday. It was crazy. I loved it. Well, those 2 minutes.
The most disappointing 2 minutes of your life.
2 minutes is 2 minutes, and let me say, I'm joking. I ran into Kimberly. I ran into Kimberly at Broken Sprocket. And to everyone out there in law enforcement, no, not Pokey's Planet,
Broken sprocket.
Broken Sprocket. I don't, someone told me that was it you that told me? Someone told me that one of our cousins were still out there saying that I had got busted at Pokey's Planet.
Probably not me.
I
I don't even talk to any other cousins.
don't think they like us much.
Huh?
Good evening. Oh, I don't think they like us much. Good evening. Good evening. I did tell you I ran into. I did tell you right. I ran into your cousin the other day.
Which one? Give me a hint.
The one that got all upset about her kid that I said rode the little bus.
Oh, you bumped into her?
It was kind of a trippy deal because I bumped into her at HEB, and I sort of knew it was her.
Good thing. Okay, I'll tell you afterwards. But go ahead.
I saw you it was her, but I got to turn into the lane because I went to go buy moon cheese, and I got the moon cheese and I got cauliflower bites, and then I came back, and sure enough, we're crossing each other, and she did the like I'm not seeing who you are, but I said, hey, good morning, como si nada, and she goes, good morning, and kept on walking. But again, I think a lot of these people think that we're going to
Ni
be
un
as good.
beso, ni un abrazo, ni nada.
Oh yeah, it was kind of trippy because when she came crying to Papa, oh, we're best friends growing up, and we're so good. Why does he do that? Crying to Papa. But anyway, but no, but a lot of these people they think that we're going to be as chafa as they are. I'm not. When I see them, I'm going to say hi
You're
cordially.
like, oh, by the way, hi.
Well,
In
I,
case
I
you're
say
watching.
I cordially say hi to everyone. It's like I ran into Joey Lopez at Aaron Gomez, our state representative's swearing in ceremony, which I appreciate. Aaron Gomez very cordially invited me to attend, and I graciously accepted. I turned around and he was standing behind me, and I'm going like, oh my god, now I
¿Te agarró de la cintura o qué?
agarró más abajo. Y dijo, ahora sí sé que te pasa, Erasmo. But no, that's just joking, Joey. But it was funny because it was funny because I turned around and he sees me and I immediately to I'm hey, uh, you know, good afternoon, Commissioner. And he is good afternoon. So very cordial, very very correct. Because you have to be cordial. Look, politics.
What was his nickname last time?
No me acuerdo.
Not the Joey que te pasa Lopez. You had
Joey,
a different name.
Joey, ¿qué te pasa, López?
No,
Joey,
you had like a Joey always drunk Lopez.
¿eh?
And the Joey always drunk Lopez, something like that.
Joey
No,
always can.
always drunk.
Oh, sorry, Joey. I thought you were going to say Joey apesta los supermarkets Lopez. They stink, and it's funny because after we came out and stated that how bad they stunk, como que
They
yeah,
did do like a deep cleaning,
they
pero
did.
como que he came back.
Hey, Jay Angel, I love you. Yeah, they did, pero it's kind of trippy. They did the cleaning, and then it smelled nice for a day or two, and then it came back to stinky cleaning. How much of to officiate a wedding? For you, puppy, it depends on who the guy is. Good evening. Good evening.
Es mitad con dinero y mitad con cuerpo.
Hey, David, happy birthday. Happy birthday to your wife. Happy birthday to her. Happy birthday to her. Happy birthday to her. Or happy birthday to her. I can't remember her name. Erasmo, look at those shows. I know exactly. I know who you are. I know exactly which little group you're in because it's the only one I saw that picture in. I didn't. I'm not gonna say that I shared it. Ah, Jay Angel Latigo, I love you. Good evening. Good evening. Have an awesome show. Thank you. Bye bye. Love you, Kimberly. That's exactly her reaction after the 2 minutes. Chuecos como su corte. And let me tell you guys, I got amazing feet. If anyone out there ever wants me to take off my shoes for a wedding pic, they'll come out gorgeous. What's up? We live. I have a crush on you. I have a crush on you. I do. I do. I have a crush on you. All the way in New York City.
¿Qué mono es ese?
Huh?
¿Qué mono es ese?
It's just a friend. He's crazy. I think it's a jackfruit. Is Sam at a club? Punchies, punchies, punchies.
Why? Because I'm drinking a. This must be the quietest club ever.
Good evening,
No,
guys.
but it's because of the lights from the desk thingy.
The what?
The light from the desk.
Oh, you're at the window. Yeah, that didn't help. Good evening. Saca la cheese scrapes. Let me go. Let's catch up with the comments. Has anyone seen video of Erasmo on the scooter racing in Matamoros? Do you have it? Let me tell you. I shared that on Friday. That actually happened to me. I literally got stuck in the middle of Matamoros, no taxis around, and I literally was scootering through the center of Matamoros, Tamaulipas. And let me tell you, at a couple of times, I did see a couple of vans, and they look kind of like these like black tinted window suburban type of things, no license plates. I'm going like, oh crap, but I was okay.
Tienen más miedo ellos de ti que tú de ellos.
And as are the city businesses or any other for that matter also adhering to the water restrictions? Heard Washington Park had water all on our sidewalks, hospitals, broken sprinklers. Uh, no, and they are not. And the reason that they are not is because the rules that apply to thee do not apply to we. Does that make sense? The rules, ordinances, and restrictions that apply to the blue ticket holders do not have precedence, do not have governance over the orange ticket holders. So they're basically do whatever the hell they want. Sam's is at Stilettos. I think he wishes he was at Stilettos. Did you
It's
hear this?
kind of like.
Did you hear
Yeah.
that we're getting a Bubba's
I sent
33?
you the picture.
Oh.
I didn't know about Longhorn Steakhouse though. That's a good one though.
Um, I don't. What's Bubba's 33?
That one I do not know. I think that's like I think it's like a Lucky Barrel, different name. Pool. It has pool tables. It's a bar. It's a restaurant.
Good luck.
Yep.
We're going to see a lot of Platos and other stuff at it, but hey, more power to them.
It's just a new spot. It's just like everything else. People go to it as long as it's new, and then as soon as something else that's new, they'll just jump boat to that.
Well, I've been to Longhorn Steakhouse. It's all right, you know.
Yeah, it's all right. The one in Harlingen.
I guess, but
What's that other steakhouse that's like Saltgrass? Now that's nice.
that's okay. I mean,
Depends what you order. I don't know what you order. You probably order lettuce and water.
you know me well. No, I mean, they're okay. It's just I don't think that I mean, they're gonna be okay. I'm glad that we're getting a little bit more variety, and we're getting more stuff that we didn't have before. It's just I'm wondering if it's going to be a good fit for a city like Brownsville, Texas, because like you say,
Why not?
well, it's like what you say. A lot of times, people will try it for a little bit, and then all of a sudden, everything starts going to crap. Remember, we had two Applebee's. They both went kaput.
Is that other deli in front of the mall like busy? McCarthy's or what's the other one called?
McCarthy's. I don't think so, Sam.
Not the bar, not the bar. The one right there that
Yeah,
where Long John Silver's
no,
was.
it's McAllister's. McAllister's.
That one.
Uh,
Is
I
it
don't.
even busy?
I don't think so, Sam. And let me tell you, I used to go to McAllister's when I was working up in Austin. But you'd go once
You
every
lived
two
in Austin.
when I was working in Austin.
Oh, okay.
I went like once every 2 months, 3 months. But it doesn't have anything that like I gotta go back for some more. You know,
Panera Bread would. It's good.
Panera Bread's good. I like Panera Bread.
Yeah.
The other one, Schlotzsky's. Remember Schlotzsky's?
Never had it.
Never had Schlotzsky's?
I haven't had it.
Well,
Is that the one with the
Schlotzsky's.
hot dog?
No, that's your winter schnitzel.
Yeah. What is it? That was good.
That was really
But there, I got the regular hot dogs. I didn't get like the
yeah.
long hot dogs. Like
You're
that
boring.
was not like one.
No, you got to get the big one. You've got to get the big one, Sam. You need the big one.
I wouldn't order it. No.
Uh, yeah,
I'm homophobe. I don't want the extra long hot dog.
oh, Roman,
Stop looking at me while I bite this.
todo Roman. Am I eating this right? Remember when what's his name? Rick Perry was eating that corn dog? Like
Sideways.
eh?
Oh my god.
But these restaurants, it's like Applebee's. I like Applebee's. There's one they
It's
have
because
one.
you either have Applebee's or Chili's. You cannot have both.
Well, you got Applebee's and Chili's all over the place on the same corner, and they do okay.
Yeah, but I think and also location. They need to have a little bit more
No, but
variety, more restaurants
I think
in
you're
the Boca
I think
Chica.
I think you're proving my point because what happened is there's one appetizer in Applebee's that I love, and it's this wontons. It's an appetizer, chicken wontons. They're delicious. They're fried. They're amazing. But they came to Boca Chica. They opened up, and it went kaput because the food quality wasn't there. Service was horrible. And again, the individuals that are manning these places are people from Brownsville. Are the taquaches that
I tried giving it like 3 tries, man. I kid you not. I went there 3 times.
sucked.
The service was like they'll sit you, but then you just wait there for like 5 minutes or so. And I'm like, come on, dude. There wasn't even busy. And in the beginning it was busy, and then you could tell right away the decline and like they have plenty of time to like swing by and take care of the table,
Yeah,
but
it was horrible. And I wanted them to succeed. I
yeah,
wanted, I
definitely because
wanted them
it's good, but the
yeah,
service is just bad.
I wanted them to succeed because I actually like those appetizers, and it's the only thing I'd have. So then when the second Applebee's came around, I'm going like, yay! And then all of a sudden, it's the same crap. Horrible customer service.
I don't know why they still struggle with service. I know Mid Valley, the service in all the restaurants is just it sucks. What was it? Is it Olive? I think it was like Olive Garden. I had gone to Olive Garden. I had gone to several restaurants there in Westlaco, and it just sucks. Over here,
I've never had a
nobody's
problem.
like that.
In Westlaco,
Yeah,
oh
Yeah.
yeah, Westlaco's a rancho,
No,
but
it's not.
huh?
No, it's not.
It's a big rancho,
It's not.
huge. But I will say this: our Olive Garden, I've had great food at Olive Garden. I've
yeah.
not had
That's
bad.
just microwaved Italian food.
Ponle tú que sí, but it's not horrible food, and the customer service is usually on point. Every
Yeah,
so
the
often,
service is there.
yeah, the service is there. and that I credit the management team. Every so often you'll get a slow individual, but I want to usually think that they're new or that they're learning the trade. Because I'm a good tipper, unlike Roman. I'm a good tipper.
That actually, I'm actually known for being a good tipper, but whatever. Everywhere I go. Anyway, I'm gonna come back in because you have a delay, and I think it's me.
It is you.
Okay. Mm.
I'm glad we got rid of him.
Thank God.
Thank God.
I kind of like if he's not in the background.
Okay, but so those two talk. McAllister, you know, it just doesn't seem like it's a good fit. You know,
It's one of those like niche places. Like it's not the area. Like you don't have that many like a bunch of banks around there for it to be like, oh, let's go have a chill time outside in the little table. But no,
besides that, have you tried to get into that place? I mean, you literally have to do a U-turn, I think, over here at the mall, Sam. Am I because of the median? No,
What restaurant are you talking about?
it depends where you're coming from.
Well, yes. What restaurant are you talking about?
McAllister's.
Oh yeah, you have to. Yeah, if you're coming from the expressway, yeah, you have to do like a U-turn and go through the parking lot, and go through the. It's a mess.
It's horrible.
It is.
And when they took it over from A and was it A&W?
Yeah.
A&W, as when they took that over, I was going like, why there? It didn't make any sense.
I don't know.
It used to not be a.
I just find it crazy how over here in Pablo Quisel, everything's booming there with a whole lot of new restaurants. Well, not
Where?
new, but with plenty of restaurants. Pablo Quisel, where
Oh,
all that Russo's and all that other restaurants are at.
well, I think one of the things about Pablo Quisel that attracts people is easy access in and out.
Mm-hmm.
That's one. Two, you notice how they do have like a variety of food instead of having taco pizza, taco shrimp, taco. You know, they've got the sushi place, Komori, that I actually like going to Komori. I always get great service. They always treat me well. They've got
Have you
that.
gone to La Jaiba?
Yeah, it's pricey, and like I could have made this at home.
Mm. You should invite
Everything
me
you can
there,
pretty much
yo.
make it home.
Then invítame a la casa entonces.
Yeah, no,
I think everything you can make at home. You
no,
sound
but
like your mom, right?
no, but como que it doesn't have that. Like in Komori, I ordered these rice cakes with uh, crab on top. It's an appetizer, and then I ordered the San Francisco roll. That kind of stuff. It would take me like a mess load of ingredients in order to make that one little dish, you know. And by then, I probably spent like $50, $60 when I could have gone and paid
By
25.
the time you finish the damn roll, you're not even hungry anymore.
Yeah. One of the bad things about Komori is that they've got to get more people in there. They've got to up their staff. Uh, it took 45 minutes to an hour to get our food last time we went, and that was Saturday actually when I went to the amazing events that I went to on Saturday.
Yep. It was fun.
But I think it's everywhere where like there's like nobody working the restaurant business and nobody's working the stores.
Because they don't pay.
Apparently, everybody's asking for like a lot more. But that's it with the inflation as well.
Well,
Sorry. I, sorry. I was recording Myra. She was on Fox News right now, so I had to record her. I want to watch it later.
I
Why
saw
are you
her
not on
video,
Fox News?
her commercial with being at the rancho with her grandpa. Grandpa,
What commercial with her grandpa? I haven't seen that one.
you haven't seen that one? There's one where she comes out. She's visiting her grandfather that she used to go weeks at a time
in
over
Burgos,
there in Burgos or wherever she's from.
Yes, Burgos. I think everyone knows she's from Burgos. Like if you don't know she's from Burgos, you don't pay attention to news.
yeah, I was at Broken Sprocket, not Pokey's Planet, this past Saturday. I did
You were?
Yeah, I went everywhere on Saturday.
Apparently.
I'm a social butterfly.
You said you weren't. You said
Well,
I was a social butterfly, not you.
you are a social butterfly.
I
How
go block walk. That's why I'm black now.
how long? Well,
I'm getting really dark.
not in the right places. How long was I at the event that I saw you at?
I don't know. I think maybe 20 minutes. Maybe,
Uh, and then
maybe 20.
and then I went to the judges event, and
And where was that at? Where was Judge Elena Salazar's birthday party?
that was behind 777 bingo.
Oh.
They have like a little saloncito back there, and it was kind of a tribute. Linda Salazar is a very good friend of mine. I love her.
Is
We
she
get
supporting you against Joey?
I'm going to say yes. We're
Cause
friends.
I don't know because I don't know if she's allowed to. That's why she can use that excuse. Pues yo no puedo. I'm a judge. I'm not allowed to.
She again. We've always seen each other really, really well.
Yeah.
I love her. I love Mark. Great relationship. So what happens is, I'm getting in there, and you know me, I like to do the 15-20 minute thing. So I get there, and I'm going like, oh my lord! And there was a lot of people, Roman. I mean, packed. And I said,
Mhm.
gosh, but I was just getting there, and she's walking out.
Hmm.
And she's walking out because she needs something because they had a little taco stand outside that was making
Mhm.
tacos, so she came to eat. So they pulled her out to come and eat when I was getting there. So
Yeah.
I got to see her outside, away from all the people. You know, did our pleasantries. Hugged. Happy birthday, Judge. She goes eat a taco, so I ate a taco. I went into the hall and did my walk. You know, I picked up a cookie and some snacks, and I came back out, and she was still out there. So I was out here like socializing with the taco people, and I went around the taco truck and I split
Mm.
and I left.
You're like a ninja. Well, I mean, yeah, you can't stick around at one place, I guess. You took forever to get from the bridge to where. I mean, you were in Matamoros for I don't know how long.
I told you what happened.
No.
I had to scooter all over Matamoros.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, I said it on the live. Well, then
Was
so after that, I find out that friends of mine were at the Broken Sprocket, not Pokey's Planet.
Why are you
So
making a big deal about that though? I don't understand.
because didn't you see the news?
It's like if you don't even know him.
I don't.
And
Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay, when you were arrested and they said you were at Poke Planet, and okay, fine, fine, sorry. I
thank
didn't
you.
know. I didn't know if it was something different, something new.
So I went to Pokey's Planet, and sure enough, I got to see my two nephews there.
You did say Pocus Planet right now.
I went to Pokey's Planet. I went to Pokey's Sprocket. I could see my two nephews there, family there, and then all of a sudden I turned to the round and Joe was there. I grew up with Joe, so hey, so I say hi Joe, and I say what's up? Nombre La Güera is playing drums. I go La Güera is playing drum. Alan Gardner, like again another guy that I grew up with, and when I what the hell, and I saw that's where I saw Kimberly Dale. I saw Mark Trevino. I saw the guy that owns De Tony's. I can't remember his name. And I I was shaking hands with everyone. I did the politico thing. So
Wow,
I went around, came right back, took a picture with Matt, my other nephew, came around, and I was out of there.
that's your thing.
That's my thing. As long as they serve it with a tortilla de harina, it will hit. That's not happening in McAllister's. A&W place was better. I agree. I love A&W root beer place. They got great hot dogs, Sam. You the one that likes the footlongs,
It has to be one of those quarter pounder those.
the big ones. Well, Roman said he was black. Good.
I'm getting there, dude. I'm like seriously
Good.
I'm getting worried. I'm gonna get cancer with all the block walking I'm doing.
Good service was horrible. Yes. If you're like my kids, they would eat Chick-fil-A every freaking day. Chick-fil-A is amazing. I don't
You
care
know
what.
it, but why
Overrated.
can't their fries be consistently good?
Yeah, that you're
Like
right.
I don't understand. Sometimes you're not wows. They're undercooked. Like, why can't they be the right, like the commercials? Is it really that hard, Chick-fil-A?
Roman is 100% correct.
Why
The
can't it be like you would expect? That's all they do. They don't do tater tots. They don't do French fries. They just do crisscross fries. That's all they do. Can't they be perfect? For the
they
amount of money that you pay, you would think they'd be perfect.
sandwiches are amazing.
Yeah,
Fries soggy sometimes, like 75% of the time.
soggy. Yep, that's about right.
You're better
And
off
then
getting
like 10% of the time, it's undercooked. Like it's not even soggy. It's just not crispy.
Yes,
And it's just like, why? Like, how hard is it to make this thing? Like, why?
it's just fries. And you know
Dude,
those fryers.
just get your chicken from Popeyes.
That,
Where they make the real sandwiches.
Remember a couple years ago when they came up with their chicken sandwich and they would line after line and they didn't have enough? I still can't believe that they were not prepared for that.
that chicken sandwich was pretty good though.
It
And
is
you
pretty
know,
good. It's
you
pretty
know
good.
what made that chicken sandwich even better? The damn bun. That bun was
Mm,
there was a good little bun on there.
yeah. Yep.
Un Twin Peaks, Nombre Las Tóxicas, like the Ojos Locos. They're advertising for anyone that wants to go apply.
They're making a Twin Peaks in McAllen. So give it about 2 more years and it'll be in Brownsville.
But
So first
okay,
McAllen and then Brownsville.
they have so McAllen already has a Hooters, right? They have a Hooters in McAllen, right? And they have an
I've
Ojos
been there for
Locos.
years.
I know, but I'm just saying. And they have an Ojos Locos. Now they're gonna get a Twin Peaks. Wow, wow, that's great.
Oh, speaking of McAllen, there's gonna be a job fair for that new hospital.
Oh,
Uh, Rio
They're gonna have a
Grande.
new hospital.
Yeah.
They need a new hospital. Wow.
And yeah, and they're hiring like 460 people.
Hmm.
damn, that's a lot of
That's
people.
a lot. That's
That
great.
is-
No more taco stands. We got taco stands at like 5 taco stands at every corner.
That's not even. I gotta go there.
You order quesadilla and they don't carry aguacate.
That's true. Like, what's up with that? Like, why? Should
because
isn't that
it's
like a
not a taco
requirement?
pirata.
Aguacates are very expensive.
Well, buy them from Peru or wherever they're buying them now, because you can't get them in Mexico.
McAllister's, if you want to pay $30 for 2 sandwiches, that is about correct.
I'd rather go to New York Deli. Like, why go to McAllister's? Like, they're not that. I just go to New Deli. It's
My
cheaper and better.
my best guess is that McAllister's is actually going to close.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Good evening, gentlemen. Bubba's 33 is owned by Texas Roadhouse. It is a good restaurant. We were supposed to get it first, but McAllen always gets everything first. It's good. We are getting new restaurants. I agree.
Did they get
What's
it
Bubba's?
first because the people from the permit department?
Wait,
Uh, I'm not sure what's making a twist on it, but whatever it is, I'm glad that more stuff's coming. Will BTX go to Chipotle, or is it another Taco Bell?
What in the world is BTX?
yeah, that's what I was gonna ask you, Frankie.
I think if Frankie's asking if Chipotle is going to come to Brown BTX.
Like
Dude, have you had those
BTX.
those burritos? What damn I forgot the damn name.
Dorito Locos?
No, they're burritos, but they're like called Super Fly or something with fly. No, they're the big burritos that they make, kind of like Chipotle, but it's a different company.
No.
No,
I've heard torchy tacos.
Oh yeah. Well, wait. Speaking of BTX, so I had a little disagreement, I guess, or I called out your buddy Rudy Mireles because he liked the comment because I was commenting on Trey's thing, right? He was like, "We're in stage 2, save water," and I tagged you on it, Osmo. I said, I don't remember this happening in the last administration. Like we go to stage 2, and then someone's like, "Well, the mayor has nothing to do with water. Like nothing to do with water." Oh, hey, He-Man. It's like, why are you bringing up water? Like he has anything to do with water. Like he can fix anything. And I was like, wait. And then Rudy Mireles, because he's stupid, he likes her comment. The person that replied that. And I said, oh, Rudy, oh, you're so like not smart. We had a mayor. I don't know if you remember this Mayor Palomada. He had a water policy for our community. He wanted to build a weird project. So unlike Rudy Mireles, who's a moron, I understand that the mayor can actually have a water policy. Granted, Palomada didn't get what he wanted, which was the weird project. But what's Trey's water policy? Does he even have a water policy?
Just more restrictions.
But your friend Rudy Miles, because he's an anchor, he took over Oscar Ame because he's so special. He sucks. He's a moron. I know he's your friend, but he's a moron. Like for him to like and comment, yes, the mayor has nothing to do with the water policy. Get sorry. I don't like your friend. He's an idiot.
I'm going to
No,
say it was probably more an anti-Roman like than
no. He's a moron like and thinks, oh no, you're right. He has nothing to do with the water policy. Like
well, Rudy Mialis is good looking.
I, you know what? You have really bad taste in men if you think that he's good looking. That's all I gotta say.
Why do you go based on looks? First of all,
Well, no. I'm just beginning. I'm gonna question now everything you say if you think Rudy Mireles is cute
He is
or a
good
good looking man or whatever.
there's a difference between being cute and being good looking.
Well, good looking, whatever. It doesn't really matter.
Rudy, you're still hot. But
God.
that other reporter is the one I wanted to take a picture with. I still take a picture with Rudy Mialis.
I don't know why. He's an idiot.
Well, let me say one of the things that I think is kind of on the trippy side is that a lot of people are noticing that no one out there in the corporate world here in the city of Brownsville is actually adhering to any type of restrictions with the water. As Luis made mention, the hospital seems to think that it's a free for all, and they've got their
yeah.
sprinklers.
What is the city gonna do? You think they're gonna send a cop to because someone's been freaking
Well,
spraying
that's
their plants?
That's what I didn't understand, Sam. What are you going to do? You're going to start fining people? You're going to
It's
start
like that law about or that ordinance about dogs outside.
Oh yes, yes, the rabid dogs in Southmost. I don't know if you remember this, but Nurit Golansky sent out a mass mailer when she was running and talked about the rabid dogs that were all over the place, all over Southmost, and she was gonna fix it. And I'm just like, I don't know about rabid, but there's a lot of dogs. There's still dogs. Why has it fixed the problem?
I don't think I've ever seen a rabid dog down Southmost. And
Well, that's what it made it seem like. That's what she said.
Oh, but isn't there like an ordinance about like having dogs in chains outside while it's like an extreme heat?
you can't have it chained up.
Yeah, it's state law.
I'm saying, have they been doing anything like that? Well, the same thing that they're doing about dogs, the same thing that they're gonna do about people using their water hoses during the day.
Mm.
Well, I mean, are you? And again, are you going to go out there and enforce? You know,
Mm.
a
I
water.
have a friend of mine who's been taking pictures of a property that has like water at night and all the water is like a puddle in the street. And she's already reported it to Brownsville Public Utilities Board. She even tagged KRGV and stuff on, I think it was on Twitter. I saw it.
Are they going to? Are they going to do like a Becca thing and send police officers to break down the door and drag them out of the apartment topless?
Seen bra.
Sin Brasil.
Seen bra.
Bubba 33 is more restaurant, pizza, wings, burgers, and more. Lots of TVs and sports stuff.
Wait, what is this Bubba's 33 y'all are talking about that I miss? They're going to build one?
Coming to Brownsville. Yeah.
Oh, where?
In Brownsville.
Somewhere in Brownsville. We'll post.
Long John Silver's was better than the house. It was. And let me tell you, I miss Long John Silver's because let me tell you, that fish, I don't know what the hell they did to that fish, but that fish batter was delish. And
Yeah,
those hush puppies.
hush puppies. Shh.
Erasmo, I bet the new Ojos Locos place will be your favorite spot once it opens, huh? No, I'll probably go one time, or a couple times, but it's not going to be my favorite place. I don't think
I heard it's gonna be the place for realtors.
maybe.
Why? They're already planning. What? Are you part of some sort of group chat that you hear that the realtors? Oh, I'm going to be there. How do you know these things, Sam?
If you didn't get the joke, I can't help you.
Well, look, I've seen pictures of Ojo Loco because my wonderful wife asked me, it's like, what is it, Ojo Loco? So, okay, I'm going to show you pictures. I'm going to show you pictures of the women that won the McAllen. And oh my God, she's like, they wear that? I'm like, yep, they totally wear that. I can't believe they wear that. Like, yeah, I mean, I don't want to see that when I'm getting fed. In tonga y todo. It's like, it's
Well,
not
you don't
cool.
go there to eat. You go there to drink.
Well, even
You get the
drinking.
food, so you don't get like too buzzed or too.
I mean, they're wearing. Look, they're wearing these, I guess, lingerie looking things with a thong in there. I mean, it kind of can be kind of hot and sweaty in there. They're kind of rubbing and walking.
They're
Like, do you
supposed
really
to
want to
have an
smell?
AC system.
Does
They're
it?
not supposed to be hot.
Now,
I don't know.
now I really want to go.
Like, it's gonna. Isn't it eventually gonna smell? I mean, I'm not gonna go because I'm the germaphobe. I'm not going in there.
It
The
does have
idea.
a smell, like kind of like stilettos. It does have a smell, but they kind of like put
My
fragrance.
God, Sam, you actually
I
want
just like. I don't want to. That scares me.
Hey, but then again, that was the one in Houston, and Houston's kind of like smelly all the way around.
no,
So
no. But Sam is right. You would go to. Have y'all been to Stilettos here in Brownsville?
No.
Roman, you haven't.
No. Why would I go?
Sam, right?
my God, Roman, no
Hey,
digo.
I'm so sorry. I've never been to stilettos.
That's
Mm.
very gay, Roman. But you've been there, right, Sam?
Roman, ¿has ido Valentinos?
No.
You went to Stilettos, right?
Yeah,
Smelly,
it has a smell to it
smelly.
But why though?
because of the damn carpet or whatever they have there.
Yeah.
They need to like be constantly going there and clean
Not
that
only
shit down.
knows what liquids, what fluids have fallen on that carpet.
That's that drip stuff.
Shigamajig, it stinks, and it has the same smell that Valentino's had. The same smell. So I know for a fact
Es que se emocionan y antes de que hagan hook up de volar.
it's got to be the same substance. Hey, 2
I,
minutes. 2 minutes.
I don't know. I just don't. I mean, I'm not telling people not to go to that new restaurant, but as germaphobe, I cannot go. I
Hopefully
would
they
not be
build
there.
it in front of our Brownsville Mountains. That's only in Selena, Netflix series. Harlingen, Texas, getting an HEB plus. Don't they have one already?
They're getting the biggest HEB plus from the whole valley.
A Perucci HEB?
Harlingen is a rancho.
Hey, but there's
Wow.
money there. That's the thing you gotta understand. There's money there. It might be a rancho, but there's money there.
What,
It might be small as
What
hell.
money?
where does Harlingen get that money?
Yeah, what money are you talking about?
Have you seen the old people? They got money. And
There's more money in McAllen and
dude,
in
there's
downtown.
people that work in different like not because they're not all like don't expect to be all flashy for the people. But there's people that live there that have their little acres, houses or whatever.
Maybe
And
they're all teaching some
they're like a Gucci on the down low.
university in Westlaco.
I don't teach in Westlaco, dude.
Por vida tuya.
Frankie
No,
has
but yes, why else would they get what's it called, that Longhorn Steakhouse first before Brownsville?
Because Brownsville sucks. I mean,
They
how
do
many times do we
do
have to say on the
marketing
show Brownsville
research.
sucks? Huh?
They do marketing research and they put it where the money's at.
Or maybe because they got a better deal in Harlingen than to do it. I mean, even so by your logic, Longhorn Steakhouse is in Westlaco. That means Westlaco has more money than Brownsville and Harlingen?
There's a lot of money here in the valley. It's not all. It's not a lot of what's it called? Like good money. I'm trying to say like this. It's all not most of it, but a huge chunk is like dark market. There's a
You
whole
mean
lot
black
of drug money,
market?
in other words, Roman.
You mean black market,
Yeah,
not dark.
there's a whole
Okay,
lot
all
of
right.
money from the
Okay.
drugs, Roman.
And they live in Harlingen. Is that what you're saying?
No, like in the whole valley, like
Oh, okay. Because you said that's why they built it in Longhorn Steakhouse, because they have more money.
yeah, but they also have like steakhouses over there in McAllen. But all that money is from Monterrey.
Okay.
That one's from McAllen.
Frankie has his show turn in the morning. I guess it's for some people that go in at work at 9. To dale Roman a chiflar su madre, sir. Ruby Mireles.
Mm.
Rudy Mireles has done some informative stories. He's dreamy. Now I
Is he
like
dreaming or dreamy? What were you saying? Is he dreaming or dreamy
dreamy.
with a Y?
So will there be a water ordinance if they build the Riverwalk downtown? You would think no, because they would use the river.
Y luego va a oler a puro río ahí.
Oye, va a poner a puro dead body floating around. There's a lot of dead bodies floating around the Rio Grande, Roman. I don't know
See,
what you.
yes, I know. Well, yes, of course. I mean, you got illegals that cross over that don't make it. They
A
just
lot.
float
Roman
around.
gets shocked. It's like saying like that other person who said that there's no crack in the valley.
What? There's no crack in the valley. No, hombre. No, hombre. Come on.
Don't tell me
Mexico,
you already forgot it, Asmo. Don't tell me you already forgot. Stay
I
here
remember.
with me, dude. Stay here with me.
Mexico needs to pay their water they owe. I will water my weeds daily. My, yesterday, I drained about 5,000 gallons out of my pool. Work and refill. I actually that pool looks so damn amazing. I need to go. As the let me say, they do owe us a crap load of money. They've owed us money since Eddie Lucio the third was out there. Supposedly, made mention of it. Didn't do a thing about it. They still owe us that money. Mexico better have my money. Nerth was referring to El Payaso de McHale. Hace huele espuma. Ay, Alberto. I know exactly who you are now. I think Bubba 33s will be built at Sunrise Mall.
That would be kind of cool.
Well, I'm wondering if
Like
they,
another bar besides Adolios where everybody's fighting every other month or so.
well, not only that, I mean, think about it's got main event there. Why would you want to set up right next to a main event if you're doing
Whenever there's like a competitive things, it gets more traction, more attraction.
But why would they want to? I don't understand the
It's like,
fascination of
why
having a
did they
bar at the
build
mall.
Walmart's in front of HEB? So there's an
well,
HEB right there.
let me tell you, it's kind of on a trippy side because it's like they asked Trey Mendes this question in regards to why are these businesses going down to the mall? Like we got True Fit there now, which I don't go to a gym. We got Dick's there all over the place, and we've got the main event, and they was asked, is it just all this retail stuff going to get out and just we're going to have these big old. And he goes, that's the trend for malls now. And I think the trend for malls is that they'll rent to anyone that'll pay the damn high rent. What you're starting to see less of is small business owners opening up a shop at the mall. Because I think they charge
Like,
them like,
what did they expect? Like a Gucci store in there
well, I mean,
and an Hugo Boss?
they spend like I think rent is like $10,000 to $15,000 a month.
How about a Versace store? Why do we always limit to Gucci? Why is everything about Gucci?
And it's easier to say.
Versace was sold 2 years ago.
Okay,
Yeah,
but Gucci's like from the 80s. Never you seen the movie, The House of Gucci?
so is the arena a dead deal or the rest of still? It depends on. I would just say it
They
depends
they
on,
did say that they were going to do it no matter what, but then they weren't expecting it to not go
Oh,
south.
so they're still gonna do it? Oh, great! Awesome! Great! Congratulations!
I think it depends on the November 8th election. If November 8th elections go as we planned them to go, uh, they won't have the votes to bring it back.
So
Ojo,
it's
Ojo Loco del amigo de Erasmo, Craig. He's Roman's friend.
he's not my friend. He's your friend.
Roman's 30, Roman's 33.
Robert 30. I don't even-
On the dealer's parking lot. What? They cannot build on the dealer's parking lot. Can they?
I guess they're going to.
I don't think they can. Brownsville does not suck.
Yes, it does.
It has potential, but
With this mayor, yes, we had. This is literally. I mean, this might actually be the
haven't
worst mayor
explored
ever.
enough.
I mean, I really believe that.
you haven't explored it enough. You need to go to Stilettos, and you need to go to more places like.
Why do I need to go to Stilettos? Like, no. That's if I have to go to Stilettos to make it think like Brownsville is like awesome and great, then no.
How the hell have you never been to Stilettos?
Because I don't need to do that. Unlike some people.
They even have free passes in places.
Oh wait, free pass if it's free, pues maybe I'll go, but no, I don't.
Why,
Dude, I'm a germaphobe. You really think I want to go to a place like that? Really, think about it. Like, really, I don't even
But
want
you
if
go
you get
to
near me and I
restaurants,
freak
don't
out
you?
with you getting close to me. You really think I'm gonna go to a place where the woman's like right
Do
there?
you not? Do you not go to like sit in like restaurants, dine in
Yes,
restaurants?
but it's very. I only go to specific restaurants, and I have to be very careful, and I train them.
But when they put the food on the plate, do you always assume it's clean?
Yes, I try to. Yes, because I go to the regular places where they already know me, and I believe them, and I trust them. I befriend them. They're my friends, and I tend to do that. That's me. But no, I will no. I'm a germaphobe. Cannot do that. That grosses me out.
I don't think about stuff like that. Y'all know that I use the same cup for coffee every single day without washing it.
It doesn't surprise me porque es muy marrano.
Without washing it. When I do
Doble
it,
R, marrano.
it's kind of funny because I drink my cup of coffee and then I get a napkin and I wipe it clean and I put it in the refrigerator.
Because you're dirty, man.
It's like with the whiskey, you use the same ice cubes. That got totally irrelevant.
Very irrelevant.
But
Man, you're out there, Sam. Today, you're cooking.
I had too many to drink. But I do not wash my cup. I have not washed my cup in like 2 years.
Maybe that's why you don't have COVID.
It could be. For your information, here in San Antonio, you get a ticket fine from a city's code compliance. You will never see a thong at the Bronze Ojos Locos, the women's.
You have to assume it's a thong, right?
I actually pictured it. I was like, "What the heck are you talking about?"
You put a bad mental image in my head. What do you think of the Food Patrol keeping it clean, coming back with Rudy Mireles as investigative reporter?
Yes.
No. Let me say, guys, those cities give tax breaks to their restaurants and stores. Let me finish off. So,
Wait. Go back to the shocking comment because I have something to say about the shocking comment. Like, why is he trying to be like Ryan Wolf? Like, can he have his own opinion? Like, he has to be. You have to copy the other guy, the little guy that left us and went to San Antonio. And
Yeah, but don't you think that the city or this area needs that stuff from the
well, yes,
restaurant?
but generally speaking, you notice that they would attack mom and pop stores. They necessary or small businesses. You hardly ever
Those
saw
are
it
the
go
like I
after.
don't think those are the nastier ones.
No,
But
no. It's because this is my theory. I have no evidence whatsoever. This is just my theory. I just think that they would be too scared to go after a franchise because lawyers might get involved.
franchises are stricter with their cleaning. That's the thing.
Don't
And
assume
the
that.
mom and pops, they just don't care because nobody like who checks the snow cone stands seriously. And there might be disgusting. Who checks all those delivery places that deliver snacks to their places, or who God knows where they make those snacks? And I seen some places, and they're freaking disgusting.
I don't know. I maybe because a lot of these franchise places, it's like when you go to a pizza place, I don't know, Domino's or whatever. Aren't the pizzas not even made fresh there? I thought like the dough is frozen when they get it. Maybe because that's all prepackaged stuff. I don't know.
Probably the dough, and I know that when they're making it, it's all going all over the place, but it's all falling to the ground, and then they kind of sweep it. But corporate has a little bit more control over it compared to someone who's like, I can just like do it my own way and have my own rules about it.
I don't know. I just found it very strange that it was always mom and pop stores that got
Like they're not
notified.
gonna be going around with a thermometer checking the temperature of the meats.
I, let me tell you, that's one of the reasons why I am not Jehovah because I want to make sure I can eat in peace and drink in peace anywhere I go. So when you
But
block,
but being a
You're
germaphobe isn't
even worse.
reasonable. Well, the thing is, Erasmo, like being a germaphobe is a chemical imbalance in my brain. Like that's what it is. It's not a reasonable to be this way, unfortunately. And so, I mean, you're a reasonable guy. I assume you're a reasonable guy. I'm unfortunately I'm not when it comes to that stuff. It's weird. So when I block walk, oh well, usually when I block walk, it's me with another person, and the person will ring the doorbell, and I stand usually about 6 or 7 feet away from the person when they open the door, and I'm really there to help my friend because she's a girl, and I don't want anything bad to potentially happen to her, and so there's a guy there, there's a little bit of protection there. So,
you're going to defend.
hmm.
You're going to
Well,
defend.
no, I mean generally, I mean I will have to. I've practically adopted Diana Lee. She's my
I
friend.
would pay Sam's salary just to see you in a fight.
Yeah, no. But again, the perception is you have a guy and a girl, something might not, that's what it's for. I would do the same thing with you, Erasmo. If you go block walking,
For
I'd
a
be with you.
second, I thought you were gonna say that because she's a girl, in case she doesn't know something, that you were gonna answer it.
Well,
But then you
oh,
said
you
that
think I'm
you're
going to be
gonna answer her.
mansplaining? Well, the other thing is that my friend Diana Lee, who I love so much, she's like, I guess I've adopted her as my daughter. And she's, we take care of her because she's, she's not from Brownsville. And so she doesn't speak Spanish. I do. And so when somebody doesn't speak Spanish or speaks only Spanish, I do the translation for her and I help her. So
I my best bet is if there was trancazos, Roman would be running.
I don't see. I mean, we've gone to some places when we block walk. We've gone into a place where there was a stash house, and you knew there was a stash house because when you knocked on the door, like yeah, because
To be
when they opened
politically
the door, no,
correct,
no,
though.
seriously, they opened the door, the guy's shirt completely open. You could see the 85-inch TV with a bunch of cameras around, like that was around their property. It's just like, and he didn't speak any English, and he was just like, "I'm voting for Beto," and we just left, and we're like, "Oh my god, a
How,
Beto stash house,"
how,
and you could smell the marijuana.
how could you not know it was this, not it was this, how
It
could
was
you,
in a nice neighborhood. It was in a nice neighborhood.
I can spot
You know what? I'm gonna take you to that street because it's in your precinct. I'll take you.
I could spot a stash house a mile away.
And to be politically correct, there's stash homes.
No, no, no. They're not homes. They don't live there. Like they have like home sweet home. No, no, por favor. No, we've gone that. I've gone to like a couple of days ago. We were block walking in a neighborhood in I don't know where, probably in La Feria or something. And we knock in, and we're like the door was completely open when we were knocking the door, and the girl looks like all freaky out, walks in, like comes back in, and you could tell she was a little bit stoned. So
Maybe she was wired.
and
If the eyes
no,
were
no,
that
no, no.
open,
She was
she's
like,
wired.
no, like you could smell it. You
Oh,
could
okay.
smell
But that's what I'm saying. In the valley, there's a whole lot of money from that.
Oh,
Unaccounted for
We need to
money.
go to Gio's Pizzeria.
yeah. Wasn't enough. I really like it there. I mean, they're very homely. I like the loudness. I like Mr. Greg. He's really loud, and it makes you feel like you're in New York and just it's great. I like it.
Have you been to New York?
Yes,
Where?
to New York. I've been to Perth. I've been to New Jersey. I've been to Boston when I was younger.
Where did you go visit?
I went to NYU to visit the campus. I went to Times Square. I went to Little Italy. That was like 25 years ago, dude. Yeah, I've been to New York.
Let me tell
I
you.
heard. I
I
heard it has
even
a
met the
stench
guy.
to it.
Huh?
I heard it has a stench to it.
Yeah, it probably
Like when
does.
you
It
go
does.
in.
Well, I mean, I ran into Wayne Knight from Seinfeld. He was walking right by me, and he was like, "Oh my god, that's Wayne Knight!" And so Newman, if you don't know who that is,
The only person halfway famous I saw in New York was the guy that used to work the stage for David Letterman.
okay. And then who else did I see when I went there? He's a character actor. He's a character actor. I think he came out in Babe, the movie Babe, and a lot of other. I think he just recently passed away.
Yeah, I just watch grown up movies.
Okay.
He only just called Erasmo a girl. He said he walks with his friend, the girl to protection. And he said he would do the same for Erasmo.
No,
Protect me,
I,
protect me.
well, no. I mean, I would block walk with him, not that he called him girl.
But Roman, are you really some sort of protection? All someone has to do is spit at you.
Well, no, it's not even that, John. It's
That's gross.
usually we recommend that you block walk in pairs. No, you're supposed to block walk in pairs. You don't walk alone because you don't know who's going to be there and you grab them or something like that. That's why you always block walk in pairs. That's what you do.
Are you terrified of this community? To walk like not by yourself?
No, when you're block walking, you block walk in pairs. That's what you do, Sam. When you go block walk for Erasmo, you're gonna have a partner. You're gonna
I
block walk
had
together.
people show up to my house by themselves.
Well, they're not doing it right for their own protection. I mean, you really do, especially you
Why
really
would
should. You really
anybody
should
be
go walk.
terrified of walking in their own community?
Well, why wouldn't you? I mean, it's not necessarily safe. There's stash houses. The sex slaves is a legit thing. You don't know what you're block walking. You know what you're knocking on. I mean, the Erasmo says you could pick out a stash house all you want to, but you just don't know.
That's a stash house.
So I'm sorry. I mean, you may think everything is hunky dory and peachy keen in this community, but it's not necessarily the same. Maybe you believe everything that Trey tells you, but I don't.
Well, you're not
Sorry.
gonna go walk in a terrible neighborhood because you know they
No,
have
you block walking
roads.
the look. The thing is, and that's what the problem is with Democrats down here is that Democrats seem to believe that they own everything. I had friends of mine last week that were block walking in colonias that they were moved by how, like, you can't believe that people live in a house like that where it's a plywood door. You can like move the wind, and they're the nicest human beings you'll ever meet because those are our people. And so we block walk to get them to vote for us, but we block them because we need to know them. We need to live amongst them and they get to know us. Democrats take these people for granted. And I had one person tell me that they'd never had anybody ever knock on their door ever. And so because we need to do that, we as a Republican, and you're a Republican, Sam, and you're an Erasmo supporter, so I hope and pray that you will block walk for
Yeah,
Erasmo
like
and
I
do
can
that.
go walk any part of Brownsville at any
Not
time,
just
and I will not
Brownsville.
feel
I'm talking about
terrified.
ranchos, Santa Maria, Ed Couch, La Villa, San Carlos, these tiny little communities where there's freaking, I mean, they are tiny little shacks. They have no air conditioning whatsoever. A hurricane blows
Yeah,
it, it's gonna blow over. I mean, that we have that in our valley. We do, and we're knocking on those people's doors. They don't go
yeah,
knocking
but they're
wherever they
like
want
like
to,
you
but we're
said, they're
blocking
little
it.
shacks, and you're saying that you're walking into little neighborhoods with shacks, and that you're terrified of them
Well, I'm
because
just
you
giving you
know
an
they're
example of
gonna
those
get
areas.
picked up by
Or you can
them.
block walk an area where there's graffiti, constantly. There's crack houses, crack whores down there. You sometimes you have to block walk in those areas because there are voters that live in those situations.
At crack houses,
Yeah, you don't know what's in there.
I know exactly what's in there.
Well, you don't know where you're knocking. I mean, seriously. I mean, we block walking. I mean, your buddy Ben Neen lived on the second floor of a club, downtown. Yeah, I mean, we're probably gonna knock on his house. Hey, how you doing? Want to vote? Probably not knock on his house, but you know what I mean.
Not in my precinct.
See? Well, then
I,
you
I
know.
I walk with Janie. I never walk alone. It's not safe.
Hmm.
I
It's
think
not.
I'm doing my block walking by myself.
Okay, well, go block walk yourself. I'd like to actually see you do it
Maybe
because
I'm
you
gonna,
haven't done it yet.
I'm
And
gonna do it.
I've told you to go on block walk. You have the data to be able to do it. You
You
have the
can do a little
permission,
bit of walking in a broken sprocket, though.
but that's not the same,
I want to
Sam.
spark.
You're not helping. He needs to go out there in the community to actually get to know people, not just on his show and think he's going to win just that way. It's not going to happen that
You could accidentally arrive at Erasmo's house and need to endure the 2 minutes with him.
way.
It'll be the greatest 2 minutes of his life, baby. Newman,
I mean, if people get really excited seeing meeting me when I knock on the house because I'm friends with Erasmo or they know who I am, not just because of Erasmo. I've told Erasmo I can't imagine what it's gonna be like when he knocks at the house. Erasmo, oh my God, take a picture. I mean, yeah, they want exactly. Seriously, that's why he needs to do it, but he won't because he thinks he's better than that.
I am better than that.
Really, you're better than knocking on somebody's door and asking for their vote.
I'm amazing. I'm still gonna do it, but I'm
I
amazing.
want you to do it. You need to do it. That's why you have the partnership. That's why we work to get you that partnership. Because I want you to do it and I want you to win. Because you're my friend and I think you'd be a better person and better job than Joey Lopez. I wouldn't be supporting you if I didn't think that.
You just have to be aware of your surroundings. I haven't seen Bobby Loco, Ojos Locos, walking around. I haven't seen Bobby Loco in decades.
I don't even know who you're talking about. Well, I've heard the name, but I don't know who you're talking about.
Bobby Loco?
No, I've heard about this guy that would block walk or walk all over the place in downtown, all over Brownsville, but I've never seen a picture of that guy. He's like a ghost or something.
I've seen Bobby Loco. Maybe
Okay.
Brownsville, Texas needs a rock buyback program to get the rocks off the street. That's so right.
What rock are you talking about? The Rock in Washington Square?
It's kind of trippy, but I went downtown because they gave me a tip about the Casa de Nylon building. They built the Casa de Nylon awning right next to a lamppost. Y'all see the pictures?
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
Who
like
did?
who authorized it? That's my question.
Well, what I hear is that they've been going back and forth like for the past month as to is that pole going to come down? What's going to happen? Are they going to have to redo the awning at the BCIC thing? And it's just going back and forth, back and forth. We're getting nowhere fast. The other thing that I want to talk about, but our time is up, was the thing that someone sent in regards to PUB. offering. You might win a vacation voucher. You might win,
That real or like a scam?
Sam. What, Sam?
You're
My
you're
mute.
muted. You're muted.
It wasn't on the. It said there the PUB website, but it said the $4,000 vacation voucher, Apple Watch, and something else. As long
Why
as
if
you
you
pay
pay your bill on
online.
time?
If you pay online, you get one entry, and if you auto pay, you get another entry.
So they want you to pay twice.
No, they want you to.
If you enroll in auto pay, that's an entry, and if
Yeah.
you pay online, that's another entry.
Well, again, they want you to pay twice. So they want you to pay part of your bill on. So you get two entries. Is that how you milk the system and
No,
say I'm going to pay part of it online and part of it, and you get two entries? You
Once
don't.
enrolling,
you enroll in autopay. You don't have to
Oh,
enroll in autopay. You don't have to pay anything. You just enroll in it.
okay.
yes.
Like for the next month, they
Mhm.
automatically take it from your bank account.
Like, so they want you to do that so they make sure you pay because their prices have
Yeah,
skyrocketed.
They went up. I want to say like almost 50%.
crazy.
That's the Trey Mendez administration. The trade administration gave us a $4.50 resaca fee. I don't even know what it's about, but I'm sure he'll explain it to us when he runs for reelection. If he
Democrats,
runs for reelection,
Democrats want to keep blacks and Hispanic poor and on welfare. Welfare is their form of reparations after the Civil War. If they post minorities to not rework, they will get their vote. Okay.
I mean, we're in the process of a realignment at Osmo. I mean, a realignment because just 2 years ago, Democrats won the Hispanic vote by 40% of the vote. Polls are showing that Hispanics are moving and trending towards the Republican Party. So, which is good. It's a good thing because as I told everybody, not everybody, but when I block walk and I meet a hard Democrat, I will freely tell them, the Democratic Party is, has had control of this area for 150 years. They haven't really done as much as they say they've done for our community, and I think we need checks and balances. That's why a two-party system is better than a one-party system. And like Judge Gasco said on Saturday night, who said repeatedly, no party has a monopoly on good government. So having some Republicans get elected allows for that checks and balance and that watching of what Democrats are doing. Democrats are watching what Republicans are doing. So hopefully,
Where is Juana?
where is she? I haven't seen her in forever, other than that other day.
She came out the other night.
I know it's commenting. Then I had to leave.
All right, guys. It's past our hour. Guys, have a great evening. This is fake showing all that crap. Guys,
Oh, don't forget to like the page.
like the YouTube page before you leave. We'll be back tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock in the morning. We'll actually talk about politics tomorrow, since we spent all day talking about block walking and Roman's germophobia
And restaurants.
and restaurants.
Well, yeah, the restaurant took her like 30 minutes.
And short shorts with food. And that
All right,
smell.
guys, have a great day. See you tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock. Be good to each other. Be good to me. God bless.
Bye.
I guess I should.
It doesn't want. You're still there. You're still live.